Welcome everybody. John Zager, johnzager.com. How's everybody doing today? Good? Good. Early in the morning. I didn't sleep last night, did I? I don't recall. I don't think I slept at all last night. Been up for all night. Went out and worked out early. I think I was working out around 1:30 this morning. Yeah. And actually had a pretty good workout. Felt good. Been out rummaging for breakfast. I guess I started doing that around 3. And been reading and kind of just thinking about podcasts and what's going on in the world and all the normal stuff everybody else is doing. But wanted to get on for a short time. It's early still. The sun, you can see, it is starting to come up. You can see right on the side of my face right here. Sun is starting to come up. And so we won't be able to do a YouTube video very long because it kind of distorts everything once the sun gets real strong. Drinking some tea, iced tea. That's good. Had a cup of coffee earlier. I can't remember if I had a breakfast or not. I don't think so. Maybe a little bit later. So, we have several things going on. The war, Russia's over there doing awful things. I saw where they bombed what was it, a maternity hospital yesterday? I don't know. I think some newborn babies and mothers had died from that. That's almost might be and probably is war crimes. I don't know. I'm going to put that under war crimes. I think there's a point where war is war, and then there's dastardly deeds. And I'm not sure they're supposed to be doing stuff that they're doing right now. As a result of the war over there, food's up. What did they say? The price of gas is up 47%, from last year. The price of buying a vehicle is 41% higher than last year. Food is 10% higher, but I think I have that wrong. I think it's much higher than that. And the price of housing is astronomical. People especially with a family, have to decide, do they feed their family or do they buy gas? Pretty bad. Here's where I'm going with this little YouTube video. Been working in clinical psychology since 1969. I think it's 53 years, but I'm not real certain. People today, and I periodically jump in with this observation. I think I did one last week, and I wanted to do another one. This morning, for instance, just very specific, I went around looking for a donut. I'm sure that's not the healthiest thing in the world to get, but I just thought I'd have a donut. And I went there's a chain of gas stations where I live. They're all owned by the same company that just bought out the old regime that owned all the gas stations in town. And they've raised prices on everything, and they're treating people poorly. No customer service, rude, inconsiderate. an example is the lady at one of the gas stations this morning where I was trying to get a donut. I had to run my card through twice because, you run your card and then she has to press a button behind there, and then it allows you to go ahead and enter numbers and stuff off of your card. And I said, well, I've done this a few times now and it doesn't look like it's working. Are you sure you're pressing that button back there soon enough? And she said, you know what, it's your card, it's not me, quit insulting me, and as a matter of fact, you can just leave. I just wanted a donut. I just wanted a donut. Example of irritability that is going on out there with fear of survival. The fear instincts are kicking in for a lot of different people. Yesterday, I go to McDonald's at a certain location in town because they have these great big cups of coffee for $1. And the place that I go, they just don't like me in there. I don't know. I just want a cup of coffee. And there's the one lady who is a manager, and she won't even talk to me and hasn't talked to me in, I don't know, a long, long time. And some of the other employees come and take care of me when I go in there to get coffee. I have no idea. So yesterday I decided to just ask her if there is something going on that was causing her to treat me differently than other customers, and to the point of not even treating me at all, or talking to me, or being polite, or saying hello, or goodbye, or thanks, or whatever. She just refuses to deal with me. So I was going to go back at 1 o'clock and talk to her manager, district manager. And then I got thinking, that's a no-win situation. All that's going to do is cause it to escalate even more, I would think. So I did not go back at 1 o'clock and do that. And I saw it more as she probably has a family and probably stressed and needing to get a hold of money and not even concerned about customer service, concerned about, when's my paycheck going to be out and am I going to get enough money? Another example of people's mental health really being stretched. And I think there's probably a crisis ahead of us rather than nothing coming up ahead of us. I think there's going to be a crisis ahead of us. I think a lot of people are disgruntled with the type of service and the customer service that they get anymore when they go to grocery stores or gas stations or whatever. I see people staying in their cars everywhere. Times are tough. Times are really tough. And I'm trying to think of a remedy rather than confront back. Let's say some employee confronts you, rather than confronting the employee back and attacking the store or the company or whatever you're at, wherever you're at. I don't think that's the remedy. I think we need to be role models, and maybe we need to just let it roll. for now. The reports and the stories I hear and the YouTubes that I listen to paint a pretty bleak picture. There's a friend who lives in a trailer park in town, and they don't allow you to drive your car into the trailer park. They'll tow it. You have to park it outside of the trailer park. And, you know, if you're going over to visit or watch TV or watch a football game or whatever. And you're kind of locked in. And this winter's been really, really cold. Real cold, heavy winter. And you have to walk out of the gate, but the gate doesn't have a access from going from the inside to the outside. So in a sense, you're kind of kidnapped, right? Isn't that unusual? You don't have access out of the park. Talking to the park manager, the manager said, well, the gates are only for bringing trailers in. They have nothing to do with letting people out. Sounds a little bit, maybe not on the up and up. So, I just want to make a heads up for people today that for the next, I don't know, month or so, it's probably going to escalate. And attacking the attacker is not going to be the remedy. We might have to eat a little bit in order to get through this. There's a lot of angry people out here in Colorado where I live. And I just run into it everywhere. So we'll see where that goes. Sun's kind of coming out, so I think I'm going to stop now. And the point is, just don't attack the attacker. I don't believe that's going to be the solution. Maybe later today or tomorrow, I'll do another YouTube, and we can maybe take it apart in more detail on some of the different options you might have available to you when you're being mistreated. I don't even think it's a legal thing. I have a storage unit, right? And the manager of the storage unit disrespects every single person that comes in there, to the point of saying, just leave. I mean, I don't need you. You know, you're wasting my time. I got other things to do. That's how bad it's getting. I tried initially with attacking the attacker, right, legally, and just made things worse. I tried, utilizing my attorney. I tried utilizing the sheriff's department, the police department. They don't care. They don't care. So, times are going to get a little worse before they get better. Last comment on my truck. The company who builds the rebuilt engines are now making my mechanic shop, who buys all their rebuilt engines from this company, jump through a bunch of hoops, and they may not honor their guarantee. Boy, think of the trickle effect on that. That could get real ugly real fast. So anyway, God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.